Welcome, my name is Michael, and I'll be your host for another episode of Titus Talks. Now prepare to have your minds blown. So you've created a blog post masterpiece. Now what? Some would say, if you create it, they will come. Well, it may be true, but it's likely not. If you're interested in adding a mind-blowing piece of software to your content distribution strategy, then you're in the right place. Stay tuned while I walk you through a demo of Missinglettr Drip Campaign feature and how it increases the exposure of each of my blog posts throughout the year. By the way, be sure to listen for my not to miss pro tip. Okay, let's get into it. Once you get into your Missinglettr account, first thing you're going to see is your dashboard. I want to stop here for a moment just to show you how much Missinglettr has been a game changer for me and my distribution strategy. As you see, my performance over the last 30 days has been significant. 113% increase in my clicks, 28% increase in my impressions, and a 686% increase in my followers. Right? Can't ask for much more than that, and that's just over the last 30 days. I've been using Missinglettr for about 90 days now, and so you can just imagine over the last 90 days how much things have improved for me. As you go down, you're going to see some curated post suggestions, and what that is a list of content from the other creators in the Missinglettr community. You're also going to see a list of the posts that are scheduled to be posted on your behalf based on previously curated content. And from here you can edit, you can change the dates, you can do the things right here from your dashboard. But what we're here today to talk about is the drip campaign feature. So right now it shows I have 4 drip campaigns waiting to be reviewed. Each campaign helps drive a year's worth of organic traffic. All right, so let's walk through it. All right, as we open up the drip campaign tab, it brings us to our active, our drafts, and our completed. So we want to pop over to the drafts. We want to start with our oldest blog, get that content out first, then move on to the next one and the next one and so on. Going to set up the campaign. Now, what we're really doing here is customizing the campaign. Missinglettr has actually already gone through and established the campaign for you, but allows you to go through and do some customizations. As you see here in the tab, we have different options, a different type of campaigns that you can use with this function. There's a 2-week blast, a 2-week light, a 2-month blast, 6-month evergreen. I generally stick with the 12-month evergreen program. All right, we're going to go through, select hashtags. Missinglettr leverages AI, puts out some hashtags for you. You can delete, you can add. I generally add in real estate since that's my niche, as well as creative content because that's kind of like my catchphrase on my website. All right, so hashtags have been done. Now, as I was saying before, Missinglettr leverages AI to pull in your blog post. It also pulls in the images from that post when it does that as well. So I've got 16 pieces selected already, but if I wanted to add more, it's simple. They got a button right here for you. You can upload from your desktop, Google Drive, what have you. You can upload images that they have provided for Unsplash, and these are free for you to use, or you can grab something from the Giphy group and add those in as well. But like I said, I think we have plenty, so I'm going to move on. Next up is your quotes. Now, once again, Missinglettr comes to the rescue. It pulls in these quotes from your blog posts. Now, if it's one that you don't like, you can simply deselect it that doesn't delete it, just deselects it from your group. I like that one, so I'm going to leave it. As you see the blue line, these are based upon your keyword ranking, based on your keyword relevance. So as you can see, a longer blue line, more relevant. And some of these that weren't selected on Missinglettr, you could add in, and we've got 18 quotes, so I think we're good to choose a good amount to choose from. And so I'm gonna leave that there. So we got a quote, we've got a media, and we've got a hashtag selected. As you can see by the checks, you've completed those steps. Now I want to review those posts. Review the posts. This window popped up. I had made some changes, so Missinglettr understand that I made changes. What it did automatically was not incorporated, or didn't incorporate the changes that I made. So it needs to regenerate to bring in those changes and pipe those through into the curated posts that are going to come out for you. Okay, we start out with day 0. I'm actually going to open up the menu bar, and we're going to change that quote. I actually like that one. And I want to add an image. And I like my featured image to go out first, just because it really ties into the blog post. So people who click on it and they get redirected, they'll know what they're looking at, or know what they're expecting to see when they get there. All right. A strong distribution strategy is the key to gaining exposure for your real estate blog. Nice image. And this is what your post is going to look like. Day 0, done. Let's go on to the next day. Okay, day 3. This is what they call a bubble. And let's change the quote. And we'll leave the bubble and change the quote. As you can see, I'm changing, my quote is changing, but this is not. So I kind of like that one, but I want to modify this one on the fly. Missinglettr. Missinglettr allows users to manage and review all the content scheduled to post to their social media channels. All right, and I think that ties in well. So let's go to the next day. Want an image on that one. And let's see what quote we like. All right, here we go. The dashboard will also give you recommended actions, as you saw when we first logged in. So there's the dashboard. There's day 7. Moving on. Okay. Okay. And I think I'm going to change the image again on that one. There we go. I like that one. Let's change the quote. Okay. There we go. Let's move on. Okay. As you can see, I prefer the images over the bubbles, but that's personal preference. So you can pick and choose as you like. And I like the quote, but I'm going to change the image. All right, there we go. Okay. Well, okay. So I think I like that quote, but as you can see, I don't think it goes well with that image. So let's pick a bubble to go with that guy. And now I'm going to change the quote inside the bubble. And I like the quote here. Thanks to your unique features, Missinglettr can help you create social media campaigns and distribute strategy that will get results. So we're almost there. Okay, day 270. Going to add an image. And Okay, let's go back. I like that. Oh. As you can see, you can't go too fast. You'll miss out on what you're looking for. And I think I'm gonna look for a good bubble for this guy. Okay, I like that one. Okay. Now here, since this is a Missinglettr review, I really want to emphasize Missinglettr. I'm going to pick one. And that's where we talked about the dashboard. Okay. All right. So there we have it. We have gone through and generated a full year's worth of posts that's going to gain us organic reach back to our blog posts on our website. All right. So next, we're done. We've reviewed it. Missinglettr's happy. Here, send me an update reminder. What that's going to do for you, it's going to, 6 months down the line, it's going to remind you that you should go back in, take a look at this blog post, and see if there's any updates, any new things came out for you that you want to go back through and repost this blog post, update it and get it back out there. If not, let it ride the way it is. But here's my not to miss pro tip. Republish to Medium. Make sure you check that, because what it's going to do, it's going to then send you an email and it's going to let you know that your post, that you have posts ready to be sent to Medium. This is connected to my Medium account, and then I can then post that blog post onto Medium. Now, here you can change the date that it's going to start. You can change when it's going to stop. Say, for example, you had an assistant that was doing this for you. They can put in an email, send this to you for review. So that's one way to think about that. Doesn't have to be you sitting down and doing the work, but you can get a review and have an idea what's going out on your behalf. All right. Now, so I've checked it. This is important to me. I'm going to start this one on time. I wanted to go out right now. So, like I said, Missinglettr is a community of creators. We all put in a lot of work and energy into our blog posts, and we don't want things to be stolen and distributed out there by people who don't own the content. You have to check that. Let's legal check that this is your content that you're posting out there. Last step, launch the campaign. So now it's going through, optimizing everything, getting it ready to go. Right? And as we talked about before, blog post published to Medium. Remind me in 6 months. Right? And that's it. Your campaign is ready. Now I can download those media assets that we went through and created. I can put that on my desktop, and I can use them if I wanted to send out some posts somewhere else or some additional posts. I got all these here in a zip file, and I can go through and extract those later. Go back to my dashboard, and now you can see I have 23 active and 3 of my drafts. All right, well, that concludes my walkthrough of Missinglettr Drip Campaign functions. I want to thank you for listening. I appreciate your time. And if you're a real estate agent interested in software solutions tested by a real estate professional, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come back for more reviews, demos, and tips. And remember, knowledge and compassion lead to excellence. I'll see you soon.